Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kinship SMP. Today on this episode, we're finally going to be starting the starter house. Everybody else has done their starter houses. As you can see, Jen's done hers and it looks absolutely phenomenal. Vic's got his down there, which I will show you shortly. And also Cornballs is just behind there. You can see it poking out from behind the trees. So I am late to the party. I think I'm actually the last person to start building their starter house on this server. But that changes today. So as you can see behind me, I've got a mud farm. This was relatively easy to construct. The hardest part was getting the glass bottles. I had to grind for quite a lot of sand and then smelt it down into glass and then make the glass bottles, but we got there in the end. I will go over it in detail in just a moment. But this was actually a design by Jax the Legend. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was a really easy tutorial to follow, and yeah, it works perfectly. So let me show you how this works. So the way that I've constructed this, you just sit on this block here, and then you right click on the piston, and that creates the circuit between this redstone torch and this redstone line here. So after a 3-tick delay, the signal then comes around to here and fires the piston. However, there's a 0-tick here that fires this dispenser, which has got water bottles in it, which the water bottles then turn the dirt into mud, and then it pushes it all along. It will obviously reach a push limit. There's only so much that pistons can push. And then when it gets to here, this circuit is basically the same as the one before, where it creates the circuit with the redstone torch into this redstone line here, which fires all the pistons at once, pushing the whole thing along. So if I just run this for a minute. You can see that as I'm pushing it along, it's all getting turned to mud. And then as it gets to here, it's all being pushed out to here. Hi, Jen. It's a really simple farm and dead easy to use, but very effective. I was very pleased with how it worked out, and it's got me all the materials that I'm going to need for this build that I've got coming up. So my starter build is going here. I've got the schematics for it in Lightmatica. I do use Lightmatica. I don't know if people class that as cheating, but I find it's a really useful tool. So this will be the first build that I've used with Lightmatica so far, with the material list and just seeing the layout and seeing how it's going to look in context with everything else. It's a very useful tool. So without further ado, let's jump into the build. I see you there. So it's been a couple of days since that time lapse, and quite a lot's happened in that time. Me, Jen and Vic have done quite a lot to transform this area, and it's looking absolutely amazing. As you can see behind me, we've got Jen's build, and she's done quite a lot on the interior to really kind of make it look really nice and homely, kind of cottage-esque. And that's really, really cool. And as you can see there, we've done a build around the enchanting table. I will show you a little bit more of that in a sec. But I have done some extra detailing on my starter build. So as you saw in the time lapse, I've actually built a boot. I wanted to go with something that was a little bit fun, a little bit silly, a little bit whimsical. I had a lot of fun building this in creative. It was a challenge to try and get this arch here to kind of sit right, and actually started to make it look like a boot. And then I wanted to build up this back bit. And of course, we've got the A-frame roof and a couple of windows at the top. Of course, in the time lapse, all you saw really was me building the main shell, and then I've done some detailing inside. So we've got this fire pit in the center here, a couple of bits of storage over this side as well. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be putting in there just yet. It's not going to require anything like auto storage systems, so that's not too bad. Bed, furnaces, most of the sort of basic trimmings that you would find in a home. And then we've got a few bookshelves with a lectern. Up the first set of stairs here, we've got the mezzanine, which can look out and over everything. And then on this floor up here, we're going to have the brewing stations. So that's going to be really nice up there. And then up here on this top level was going to be an enchanting setup. Now, we do have an enchanting setup just over there. So I might continue to use that and then use this for something else. I haven't decided quite just yet. I'm really happy with how this build's turned out. As you can see from the main materials, I've used a mix of packed mud, mud bricks, and granite. And then highlights of acacia. You can see I've got the gates there for the laces, and then I've got the fences kind of coming over here to sort of give it a little bit of texture and a bit of depth. For the roof, I went for spruce. I have got some more detailing to do on all this. As you can see, I kind of made a start whilst I was building it, but it was easy to just get the spruce in for now, and then I'll worry about the actual detailing in a little while. And then on the edge, of course, I've got the stone bricks as well. For the window frames at the top there, I'm using a mix of acacia, trapdoors, and fences, and then I've got copper. That is slowly but surely weathering. I do need to get some bees so I can use the honeycomb to wax it, but I do like the weathered look. It does add a little extra texture to it again. And of course, lanterns just for a little bit of extra decoration. This is genuinely one of the first times that I've ever made a complete build in creative and then brought it into survival. I really like the idea of being able to do a lot of trial and error in creative and it not take up a bunch of time and resources. As I said before, I did use Matica to build this, so I had the schematics and I just kind of block placed where it says on the schematics. Now, whilst it was very, very useful, oh, hi Jen. Whilst it was very, very useful, it unfortunately does have its drawbacks. What is she doing? There was quite a few times in it where I was trying to block pick the certain blocks that I needed, and because of the way that the schematic works, I was struggling to kind of select the right one and then place it. So it's something that I'm going to try and have to work with, but yeah. Overall, it's a fantastic tool, and I highly recommend you go and checking it out. But as you can see, Jen is up there waiting for me. We are about to head to the Nether for the very first time and go and find out what it looks like over there. Now she just looks like a parrot on my shoulder. Hey guys, so it's actually a few... What? How dare you interrupt me? So it's a few days later...
I was just about to say, I'm going to be super quiet.
Shh! It's a few days later since that last clip because we've... Stop it! It's a few days later since that last clip because Vic isn't able to get on, unfortunately. So we're going to go to the Nether ourselves on our own. I'm going to go and try and get some blaze rods and ender pearls. You can come back now, Jen.
You're not going to shout at me?
Only if you behave.
Never.
Right, go on. Let's get it built.
Okay.
I should probably get myself some new tools. While you're doing that, I'm just going to get myself a few new tools.
A block full of squares. We will have circles. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, there it is.
Ta-da. Ready?
Yep.
You go first.
Oh, thanks. I'm the scapegoat, am I?
Yes.
Oh. Oh. Careful.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
This was like one of the worst spawns ever. That's why I said careful.
Oh. I know. I'm just trying to get out of the portal.
No, that's alright. You'll go back through. Oh, dear. Well, Basalt Delta. Not really the place that we wanted to be. And also, I forgot to put some temporary blocks in my hotbar. So, this is better than nothing, I suppose. Right, what forgot over it? Oh, blimey. Yeah, that's a no-go.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, we even have a little...
Whoa! You jumped on my head then.
Oh! Oh my word. That wasn't supposed to happen. Sorry, Jen.
I've lost any of my stuff.
Yeah, you may have. You're both over there.
Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
I'm probably gonna die.
Please don't die.
Yeah, please don't die over the top of all this. Hang on, I might be okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Watch out for Enderman.
Oh yes, of course. We do not want to upset those while we're on a rickety bridge.
Ooh, quartz. Get all my levels back after somebody shot me.
Oh, who did that then?
Terrible he was, honestly. Should have seen him.
Who would do such a thing?
Ruthless. I just keep hearing weird nether sounds. It's creepy.
Yeah, with this texture pack,
I see any myself.
animations thing, they did. It's so weird.
I've seen another one where they're like the wacky arm-waving inflatable tube men.
Oh yeah,
wacky inflatable arm-waving tube men. We're in. Well, I am. Oh god, there's a wither skeleton right there.
It's He's proper running after you. That's more of a jog, I'd say. That's more of a, he's like jogging after you.
Come on.
Into fire. There was a wither skeleton staring right at me, but for some reason didn't come after me. Oh no, now he's coming after me. Okay.
This is fine. Okay, please don't run off like that. Oh, we need some nether wart actually while we're here.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't expecting that. Incoming. Problem.
Oh.
Great. I'm in Vic's base.
I think he's dead. Oh, God, this is terrifying. Please hurry up.
I'm on the rickety bridge.
I think I got everything. It's all in that chest. Where even is it? The other one's coming now as well. That's cool. I'll attack at me then.
From over there, behind you. Oh, there's a
Woo!
tasty sum of wither skeletons over to the south.
Right. You okay with the blaze then if I come sort
I'll
out?
crack on here.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
There we go.
Oh, hello, not so friendly. This is us. Let's go.
So I would say that was a pretty successful nether trip. Yes, I did die, and I did accidentally brutally kill my girlfriend. I do hope she'll forgive me for that. But we did manage to get some loot. We got some ender pearls and we got some blaze rods. Unfortunately, we didn't get any wither skeleton skulls, but that's definitely going to be for another trip. We're not planning on going to the end just yet. That is definitely going to be a community event. However, it's nice to get some Eyes of Ender so that we can then start to make something like the Ender chest and just make things a little bit easier getting resources from one place to another. Now, as I mentioned before, I can't believe that we're on episode 2 and I still haven't even held a diamond yet. I unfortunately did get the cover me eating diamonds achievement when I accidentally killed Jen and picked up some of her armor, but we're not going to count that. Instead, I'm going to go on a diamond hunting mission in between episodes, so by the time that the next episode starts, I should be covered head to toe in diamonds. We'll see how that goes. But that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I'm super happy with how my starter house has turned out. I have got some detailing to do, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode. Plus the diamond hunting and maybe even starting a shop. So I do hope you guys will join me in the next episode. Thank you very much again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.